Hiya, Cosmic Cat here with Cosmic Cat Tarot. Okay, before we begin this tarot reading, I'd like to take a deep breath with you. Spirit is here with us, spirit guides, archangels. However, if you'd like to call upon your ancestors or set any intentions for this reading of anything that you would like to know, as we take our breaths in, we're going to do 3 breaths in through our nostrils. We'll breathe all the way up, and as we'll close our eyes, as we breathe in through our nose, we're going to feel the energy of our oxygen going to the top of our brain and all the way behind our mind's eye, our throat, our heart, our belly, our private areas, our knees, and then all the way down to our feet and out to the bottom of the ground. Visualize yourself as a tree grounded into the earth. This may help you as we start this reading here. Before we start this reading. Okay, so let's take our first deep breath in. Hold. And release. You are free to breathe in and out how you like. Definitely use your mouth if you're unable to use your nose. Free to exhale and sigh when you do this. Just try to make sure that you are releasing any tension that may be in your body or stored in any parts of your area of your body. You want to breathe into that to release that energy that's built up. Okay, second breath. Feel the belly expanding and exhale. And the belly deflates like a balloon all the way out, all the way. Okay. All right, now that we're a little more centered here, and perhaps maybe you've got an inclination of what you'd like to know, we're going to go ahead and start the reading. I'm using the original first tarot deck, although this probably wasn't the very first tarot deck. I'm sure in ancient Egypt there are on the walls many different cards or tarot of such. I watched something on Gaia about showing about how they really don't know when tarot was created, but playing cards have always been a thing. Okay, Spirit wants us to know today. I'm going to take this card. Okay, got the Knight of Cups. Let's go ahead and take another card here. This one. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. So knights hold a very special relationship with the king. This is of emotion, of love. The horse isn't, of all of the knights in tarot, this is the only one that isn't really, like, he's almost afraid to be emotional or cross that water. He's looking down, the horse is looking down like, I'm not sure. But you are guided with spirit, and you're facing this cup, and you're looking right at it. So you are ready. So I'm feeling an energy of maybe perhaps you are ready to move forward in your life but there's some energy around you that may not be ready for that. It's time for you to have the difficult conversations with the ones that are around you. The Knight reflects the brave messenger of love. Sometimes it can be difficult for us to communicate in a loving manner when our feelings are hurt, when others' feelings are hurt, when our emotions are out of control, when we have fear, like the horse here, like the horse being afraid. You, though, however, it's almost as if you have an offering, like a peace. Maybe some of you, maybe there's some out there that aren't sure how to move forward, but it is time for you to have the tough conversation and speak your truth in a compassionate way. And this could be someone around you, perhaps maybe not you yourself. It is a court card, and those sometimes reflect energies around us and not necessarily something that we're experiencing. Maybe perhaps a friend is struggling, going through a difficult time. You want to help them to unite friendships, but you're also struggling with the proper words, communication, and that can be a sticky situation too. You know, do you insert yourself into quarrels between two friends or two business partners or new friendships that are around or arise? I'm getting the message that communication is key. How it's communicated, the way it's communicated and expressed is going to make a huge impact on how everything plays out with this. So you are looking over here at the Nine of Pentacles, and this could be a relationship about money. I'm definitely feeling the relationship is about money. So this, I'm feeling energy of career, of it being something about a business relationship. 9 could be of significance for you, perhaps your birthday or someone close. Actually, your birthday could be on the 9th of a particular month, or something significant happened to you in your life on the 9th of a particular month. If that's the case, it is time for you to take note of that, not be stuck in that moment, but know that you've worked really hard to get where you are. And now that you're a little more balanced in this, it may be just something for you to not be involved with, or for you to focus more on your energy. So I'm getting that some of you have been in these situations before, and perhaps that's something that you do. You're a mediator, you're an attorney, you strive to help people. There could be something with birds too. There is a hawk on her arm, so you could be connected to birds. Yeah. Okay, let's see reference to that. Do any of you work with birds? Like at a zoo or somewhere where a retreat in nature. You know, maybe some of you are actually have recently went to a nature show where you seen a bird, someone hold a bird like that. Maybe you have a profound experience from a bird landing on you before. It actually happened to me once. Of all things, I was at the mall. It was very interesting. A parrot just like crawled right on my shoulder. And his claws, talons, whatever they are, they were very sharp. But it was comforting. Okay, let's see what we have here. Lighten your load. Yes. Yes. Lighten your load. Look at that. The weight of the world on your back. Everything feel heavy for you. Lighten your load. Reconnect with spirit and release all that so you can stand up again, straight up. You have a beautiful aura surrounding you. Spirit wants you to call on them for guidance. It's time to lighten your load. You're almost, some are almost completed with the cycle. There's something that's coming to an end of lessons that you have learned. And maybe you've already went through this part and you have lightened your load by doing so, by having that new communication, the new way of speaking with others, with your heart chakra open, as opposed to the ego mindset or fear-based words. Yeah, you're always welcome to call upon any sort of energies. Also, if this is internal that you're struggling with, Spirit wants you to actually call upon their help. Saint Germain is the violet flame. You can call upon his help and energy, and actually lift anything dense or anything that is causing you worry or strife up to him for transmutation. Goddesses can do that too if you're close with any of the Mary Magdalene, Isis, Kali, Great Tara. There's so many that could help you transmute the energy that you could be stagnant with at this time. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Oh wow, look at that. Queen of Wands. Okay. We did have one fly out of the deck here. Let me just grab it. Okay. All right. And Four of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So the Queen of Wands energy, well balanced, fired. This is passion. Everyone, like, so the Knight is looking at the Queen here. And she is looking down. Not even looking at the bird. It's almost like she's looking at this light. She's like, go toward the light. Go toward the light. She's asking you to go toward that light. And here you have embraced the Queen of Wands energy. And this is, gender is not pertain here. This is very open for masculine or feminine energy. And the Queen of Wands is very passionate. She's the one that she is very well balanced and doesn't have the mindset of the conditioned traditional world, like Friday the 13th being bad, black cats being bad, the number 13 being bad. You know, she embraces witchiness, witch energy, and knows better So she doesn't care about what others think about her. So if this is an internal struggle, it's time to embrace the Queen of Wands energy and stand in your truth with compassion, but also power. You don't want to, you want to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of, or that you're allowed, or people pleasing, or allowing others to walk on you. And it's interesting that we have an abundance of money here in earthly materials. And then here in the Four of Pentacles, we're kind of holding on. I mean, we can't fly. We can't fly if we're holding on to these materials that we have in our wings. If we're worried about this could be a time for you to give and not receive. Excuse me. It could be a time for you to give to others and know that release any fear that you have with material items, or any energy that you give your material items over your own sanity. Declutter. I'm just feeling the energy right now. Whenever you hear silence, I'm picking up an internal battle regarding material items. It's as if you know that you have too much of things that is blocking your energy flow around you. But yet there's a struggle to release it and let go. And so you don't really know how to move forward from this, or how to lighten your load. And it's weighing on you. It's causing you to stand still and not move forward. That's the message I just received. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Take whatever resonates with you, leave for others what doesn't. Oh, we have Butterfly. Be ready to transform with wisdom. Wow, look at that. Archangel Premenelek. Be ready to transform with wisdom. Archangel Premenelek looks after all of the insects of the world. And insects, this goes really well, ties in really well with this reading, because insects are not typically appreciated on our planet with humans. We swat a fly in a heartbeat. We dislike all of them, any of them. Ticks, any kind of bug that flies. Typically, most people fear them, or they either fear them, or they just don't even think twice about killing them. And they could be harmless as can be. Some of them, sure, they can cause things within us to happen. And sometimes I feel like that is actually a lot of our energy that we're putting into that too. If we're afraid, or if we feel like we have something, kind of like a hypochondriac mentality of, you know, if you get bit by a tick, you immediately think you have something. Whereas if you get bit, if you don't go into that mindset and frame, and you focus more on Okay, well, let's try to send some healing energy to it. Let's pull it off. Let's hope that we're okay. I mean, clearly if you get bit by a spider and your flesh is coming off, it's time to go to the doctor. I'm not stating anything like that. Doctors are important too, but this right here is absolute spirit wanting to transform you. Be ready to transform with wisdom. Spirit definitely comes to us in butterflies, especially when we lose a loved one. Pay attention to that if you've lost someone recently, or if you lost someone 20 years ago and you see a butterfly and connect with that butterfly and think of that person. That is a connection. Allow yourself that intuition, that guidance, and listen to the message that it's being sent. We have a snail here. Have patience. Yeah, have patience. And these look like coral bellflowers. Some of you may be gardeners, or you're thinking of gardening. This is definitely, my belly just spoke. So yeah, follow your inner child, your gut, your power. You have the power. You have, if you feel like you don't have the knowledge or wisdom, Spirit's telling you you do. And also the wisdom to communicate. Again, as I stated earlier about the communication, making sure that you communicate to others, and also for yourself, write in your journal about what you're feeling, about what changes that you're wanting to make, and somewhat embrace that it's already happening, because your mindset makes a huge difference. Every thought we think has a frequency and a wave, and it just sends out into the world everything that we think. So if we're thinking at a denser level, that has a frequency, and it's just rippled effect out into the world. Same with a positive. Same with a positive frequency. If we're thinking of something positive, or if we're going through a struggle, if we're wondering how to move forward in a relationship, or in ourselves, our own energy, maybe you've went through the dark night of the soul recently, or you've been in the void and you don't know who you are right now. Spirit wants you to embrace the butterfly. Archangel Premenelik, call upon Archangel Premenelik to help you, because if you're struggling with anything, dealing with your own self-worth or value, the image others see you, if you're having a tough time as an empath, it can be a struggle to have that healthy boundary of rules of engagement, to not take on others' feelings or emotions, or expect others to have the same feelings or emotions as you. Relationships can get muddled quickly if you have an attachment. So detachment is definitely something also coming up. Detachment. And that doesn't mean that you don't care. That is completely different than abandonment. Okay? It's completely different than abandonment. Again, insects are a very important part of our society, and yet they don't get enough respect or care from humans. And maybe you can relate to that in some area of your life with all of this energy coming on. Now, the Queen of Wands has the energy, the wisdom for you. Call upon Archangel Premenelik to help lighten your load. Okay. So we have the King of Bolts, which is the King of Wands. So you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. This is from the Grateful Dead Tarot deck, one of my favorites. For all you Deadheads, this is Liberty. I absolutely love that song. Yeah, freedom, liberty. It's about having not limiting yourself and stepping out of fear. And I just felt full energy with this card too, which is the balance of the as above, so below, being able to be in the spirit realm and also a human here on earth. Archangel Metatron and Sandalphon are two archangels that were human in one life. None of the other archangels have been, but those two know what it's like to be human on this planet, which helps and is an advantage. They may be ones that you would like to, that would be good for you. I'm getting that a piece of advice right now to call upon them for help. And the Two of Bears, Two of Pentacles. I mean, you go from the Nine of Pentacles to the 4 to the 2. So there's something here with, it's time for you to step into the unknown and get out of your comfort zone. That was a message I just received. Break free from the day-to-day that you've known, that's your comfort zone, and allow Spirit to help guide you. Trust in Spirit. And if you embrace Archangel Promenade, be ready for the wisdom that you receive and be open to receiving it. Surrender. This energy is very powerful. Having the King and Queen of Wands is very passionate. It's fiery energy. You know, the King of Wands is a master, is a leader. Both of these are leadership roles. So maybe you're a leader and you're also, this could be a career thing of where you're trying to revamp yourself, like remodel your whole internal communication and existence. And maybe you have too many responsibilities at work and you're trying to juggle them all, but you don't want to let go of them. You're holding on tight. But the Spirit's asking you to release that, lighten your load, allow someone else to help you. Trust is important here. So I'm picking up that there's a lack of trust within some minds, and that's causing you don't know how deep this water is. The horse doesn't know how deep the water is. Horses are extremely brave and powerful and could even jump the water. But for some reason at this moment in time on this card, the horse is looking down at the water and like, a little timid, not sure what to do. So call upon your Archangel Promenade to help you with this. Also, the King and Queen of Wands could be others around you that their energy can help you transform this transformation that you're going through. Transformations also like a butterfly being in a chrysalis, being in a womb, and then poof, emerging out. I mean, it's a very powerful transition. It's very, just try to imagine your human body like you're a seed in the womb and then you come out. It's miraculous. It's possible. Make sure you're not limiting yourself on that, and know that either which way, night or day, everything will always continue to complete a cycle, always continue to be a cycle. So it's important that we trust that. And 2 is also gives the feeling of balance. So it's important for you to balance yourself during this time. Stay balanced. Try grounding meditations. Grab yourself a red jasper, carnelian, some sort of red crystal, amber, something to hold on to, place on your root chakra when you meditate. Breathe into it. Ask for Archangel Promenelic to come in. Try to find those friends. If you have someone, if this card or this card reminds you of someone close to you that you admire, that could be a mentor for you. Lean on them for support to help lighten your load and move forward with this situation that you're dealing with. That's all I have for today. I hope this message helped you. Please let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Thank you for being here. Cosmic Cat is out. Have a cosmic night. Meow.